We're actually talking to you from the CEFRES office. We have both been PhD fellows last year, and this year we're both associated. And I would actually like to start with the office as just coming here every morning was one of the things. I mean, I know it's a very material base, but it's one of the biggest things that CEFRES has given to me because, I mean, usually doing a PhD in the Czech academic environment is a very solitary affair. Yuliya, I don't know if you have the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Experience.
Unfortunately, at our Institute of Sociological Studies, you just basically write your PhD thesis alone, and you don't have communication with other fellow PhD students almost.
So just coming here every morning, drinking coffee in the library with Claire, bothering her for a bit. Just, I mean, and it's not just the place, it's also that you have the chance to kind of compare your ideas and confront your ideas with other people from, some of them from the same field and many of them from a totally different field. So it forces you to reformulate your ideas and you to put them in a way that people from your very narrow niche dissertation field would actually understand them, and also to disseminate your work. I mean, through stuff like through things like the epistemological seminar, and I mean other conferences and workshops. I mean, you're organizing a workshop next year, right?
Yeah, so I can mention also the opportunity that CEFRES gave me to organize an international workshop, which I'm going to do in November. It's a workshop on urban movements and urban development and local politics in Central European countries. So again, this is an amazing opportunity to meet people from different countries from Central Europe to discuss the same topics or our common interests, and again in CEFRES.
Yeah, I mean, this sounds like an advertisement right now, but actually, I just wanted to mention, Yuliya, that this is connected to what you do, right? The workshop.
Yeah, sure. Actually, in my PhD thesis, I tried to connect social movement studies with pragmatic sociology, which is pragmatic sociology of critique, which originally emerged in France. So again, here in CEFRES, it's a nice opportunity to discuss this sociology. And also, I must mention that CEFRES gives us an opportunity to learn French, so I can learn French and then read sociology.
We're both in the very basic courses, so it's not great yet. Anyway, it's interesting that although we are both in very different subjects, our topics are very Prague-based. So while Yuliya works on the specific Prague urban movements, can I say in that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I don't want to misinterpret your research. I was in my dissertation that I recently defended. I was working on Prague as a crossroads of internationalist movements in the 1950s, especially what I was looking at were African American writers and poets whose texts traveled across the Iron Curtain here to Prague. Anyway, we're both very passionate about our subjects, but that's a general thing that I notice about all our CEFRES colleagues here. Everybody's very, very passionate about their subjects. Yeah. I don't know if you remember any specific example of this.
I remember one example when actually at the epistemological seminar we were discussing the concept of civil disobedience, and which was discussed by our colleague Heraldo dos Santos. And at the same time, they were strike for climate justice at Charles University at the rectorate.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, and it's very close here. So my intention was to invite Heraldo and to discuss the concept of civil disobedience at the moment or at the space where civil disobedience actually was happening. And yeah, it was very nice and very fruitful, and we were discussing it there during the occupation. So
Yeah,
it's a nice day.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, yeah. Au revoir.
Au revoir.